Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Before I get into my video, I got another autograph. Came in the mail today. All right, here's the PSA certification, but it's of Bill Russell, the great Bill Russell. I saw in some of my videos, some people call him the GOAT. I mean, he's a great player. I don't consider him the GOAT, but once again, great player. So you got this one autograph. I bought it from the BBCE exchange out in Indiana. It's about 45, 50 minutes from me, I believe, or a little over an hour. And I just got it delivered. Came in one day. No, but he shipped it out over the weekend. Regardless, so I'm looking once again at autographs and just collecting them. And I'm not going to make that much money on them, but it's good to have. Good to have something tangible in my hands. Alrighty, so the topic today is going to be once again about taxes. And I am not a licensed professional, by the way. I am doing other accounting work. It's in the corporate side. I don't deal with taxes, but I'm quite familiar with what the government is implementing or will be implementing. So earlier I talked about how the IRS was talking about any $600 transaction, they should be able to look at your bank account. Now that was changed because of the outcry from the public. People want their privacy. And then they changed it to okay, if you have inflows and outflows totaling $10,000, then they're going to snoop on, they have the ability to snoop on your account. Now, if you are someone involved in the sports card game of flipping, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, if they've been successful, they've made what, more than $10,000. And this $10,000 of inflows and outflows, it doesn't include the amount that you get paid from your job. So just keep that in mind. But if you have a side hobby and you have these inflows and outflows greater than 10 grand, uh, the IRS does have the ability to come after you. It has the ability to look at your bank account. And what I'm going to be doing, like I've stated many times, I'm going to be taking careful notes of what I paid, or not what I paid, what the consignments paid to me. I dealt with Probstein, I dealt with PWCC, Four Sharp Corners. I'm going to take good notes of what I got in proceeds, and I'm going to send them to my CPA, and he's going to tell me, do I have to pay anything or not, or how much is my tax bill at the end of the year for everything. And yeah, that's simple as that. Let the professionals deal with it. Once again, I don't really deal with taxes. I did an internship way back when, but that's not my expertise. But here is the thing though. You have this, and there was another thing that was in the news the other day. Janet Yellen has stated many times, she's the head of the Treasury. She used to lead the Federal Reserve, what, 5, 6 years ago, before Powell took over. And she says she wants to tax unrealized gains for the wealthy, like the billionaire class, for now. And that would include real estate, that would include any probably stocks or whatever. And the list goes on and on and on. And the reasoning is the government has a lot of debt, and because they have a lot of debt, they want to take some of it back because of what happened with the virus. They're running huge deficits. The debt is continuously rising up. So they want more tax receipts, so they have less money printing in the future. That's the reasoning behind this. Well, how things happen in government is they start with a little bit, but then they expand further out. give you this example again. 1913, they had a tax rate very low, I believe of 1%. And then they came up with all sorts of taxes. There's FICA tax, there's Social Security tax. We've had sales tax forever. There's property tax on homes you have. There's a tax on your internet, your phone bill. I could go on and on and on. Now, what does this make me believe? The more the debt the government goes into, the more taxes they're going to get. And people are saying to me now, okay, what does this have to do with sports cards? Just listen to me about this. So, if they're taxing the billionaires for unrealized gains, then, in my opinion, they're going to go after the millionaires. And then after that, they're going to be like, oh, you see, the economy is in really bad shape. We got to go after everybody. We got to go after what's in their 401k and their IRA because of equity or whatever the reasoning is, right? Redistribution of wealth, whatever they're saying. And what I think is going to happen is these individuals that have a lot of money, especially the millionaires, and it may not happen right now, could be down the road, 4, 5, 6 years down the road. But this is important for the sports card hobby. If these rich people start to feel that they're going to get taxed more, they may start taking their wealth and they may start putting more of their wealth into scarce collectible goods. And the reason is they don't want to pay these huge taxes. And one way out of it for them, in my opinion, is going to be through this hobby. And I do talk always about 2024, and I talk about the problems with the supply right now. I talk about the rising interest rates, how things are getting back to normal somewhat in the economy. Stadiums are now jam packed. So it's a sense of normalcy. So that's why I'm not as optimistic on the market as I was last year. Now, coming outside of this 2024 situation, like I said, if millionaires feel threatened that they're going to be taxed more, in my opinion, they're going to take that wealth and they're going to put into the collectibles arena. In my opinion, I don't believe the government is going to tax unrealized gains for the collectibles hobby. I could be wrong, right? So don't make any investment or purchase based on what I'm saying. I believe that when the government's going to come after unrealized capital gains, they're going to go after the 401ks, the IRAs, the real estate that people have, and other assets out there. And you could have a fair value of real estate or of stocks, etc. But it's much harder for a scarce collectible item because the price varies sometimes from auction to auction. And the other thing about this is, I believe the IRS says that these cards that you have, collectibles, they could be labeled as investment or a something that's part of your hobby. So I think there's a gray line between that. And when people are putting their money in collectibles, they could just lie. I'm not saying you should lie. They could lie and say, "Oh, I'm just collector. I love putting tens of thousands of dollars in this card." And I think you're going to see this flow of capital later this decade. It's going to go, there are going to be many aggressive people who are millionaires. They're just going to put in collectibles. And then I believe what they're going to do is once they sell it, they probably will get a lower capital gains rate than if they're just starting to liquidate all of their assets and just, they have to pay for unrealized capital gains. That could be it. Or what may also happen is they may be like, what's the point of long-term investing if I'm going to get taxed on unrealized gains? Why don't I just sell it, take the hit now, but invest in a collectible where they cannot tax me over time on the gains? That could be it too. So yeah, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on that. And once again, I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. Remember how the establishment works? They try to gradually push things through. They're not doing that so much with the virus going on, but with a lot of other issues over time, they slowly make the changes. They don't want people to revolt. And I believe right after 2024, 2025, there'll be great buying opportunities because the rich, in my opinion, the millionaires, are going to put their wealth in these scarce, illiquid collectibles where, in my opinion, they probably won't have to pay unrealized capital gains. But that's just my opinion. You guys can comment below. You could tell me what you think about that. I know some people may not agree. I know some people will say, hey, that's way long term thinking. No, I'm a long term thinker in terms of the collectible space. In terms of trading, I'm very aggressive. I make trades almost every day. And I understand some people are very aggressive in the PSA game, the sports card game. Everyone has their own way of operating. Anyways, if you like my video, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thanks. Bye.